our guests from the Capital Markets Authority and media, the Smart TV, Smart TV, and here at Deji University, the Faculty of Business Administration and Management. We are ready to get information, the practical information from practitioners in the Capital Markets Authority. What Capital Markets Authority is doing is to educate the public about the investment opportunities, the securities market, the primary and the secondary markets, how we can invest, the unity trust for both lecturers, the staff, administrative staff, and to our students. And after getting this information, we expect also our students and even the staff to go out there and you preach the gospel of investment. You know, in Uganda, the investment rate is too low. And most of us, we are not even aware that we are supposed to invest. Remember, most of us, what we are doing is working today. You consume everything that you have worked for. So it is only work consumption. And we are talking of savings. Now after savings, what next? Now the investment. So we need to take investing in the securities market. You know it is a true risk-free. This is government. So let us listen, get this gospel, and we also take on the gospel to the public, our parents, our sisters and brothers out there. This is a great opportunity for us. And our experts, the practitioners, you are most welcome to Deji University. We thank you for considering us, because I remember you sent an email to the Vice Chancellor of Deji University, and he forwarded it to the Dean Faculty of Business Administration and Management. My name is Dr. Mili Fakarulidu. And today, it is happening. So let us be very serious, attentive, and listen. Do not just hear, but listen, and you take the gospel. We are here with some academic staff and administrative staff. We have Mr. Rule here with us. We have Mr. Rule, you can stand up for recognition. I mean Mr. Papua. Then we have one from accounts, and they are in charge of our circle in Deji University. The business circle. Mr. Richard, you can stand up for recognition. And we are here with the head of department, accounting and finance, the Faculty of Business Administration and Management, Dr. Nalera. We have our experts from Capital Markets Authority, Mr.
Okay.
So thank you.
I just want to say thank you on behalf of the Capital Markets Authority. It's a conversation that's important for us. We think it cannot be underspoken. And the question here we're trying to investigate is, what is the role of capital markets in mobilization of savings and investment? My name is Terence Tumwine. I come from the Capital Markets Authority and Market Development Officer there. I am privileged to be here representing the authority. We just want to say a big thank you to the management and staff of Deji University. We wrote a letter requesting for an opportunity to engage not only you, the students, but even the staff and the management of the university. Why do we have this conversation? I think it's really important that we have it now. We've just come out of COVID. We've come out of a heavy lockdown, 2 years, unprecedented, and the economy is trying to pick up. Is there an opportunity to save now? Probably. Even with inflationary pressures? Yes. I was reading a paper recently, which probably I'll share with Dr. Nalela. What is the best strategy on investing under inflationary pressures. Inflationary pressures, you have 10,000, every day that 10,000 changes value. How much you can be able to buy changes value. But is it possible to save under inflationary pressures? Probably, and maybe the conversation here. I bring you greetings from the management of the Capital Markets Authority. They express their sincere gratitude. The CEO is really, really grateful. CEO and director, and the directors there, the Capital Markets Authority, would have loved to be here and be part of this lecture. But I represent and I stand here on their behalf. The gentleman who is going to have this conversation, who is presenting on this, is a gentleman who has sat on many boards, who has been a practitioner in the capital markets over 20 years. He currently sits on boards. He's into advisory right now. He helps people structure their finances. And for now, we partner with him on engaging as many people as possible to get to know much more about the capital markets and be able to have practical experience on the capital markets experience, what happens with the capital markets, especially now for the unit trusts. Will me, with hands together, invite Martin Owinyi to engage us today.
Dr. Millie, Dr. Nalera, the staff of Indeje, the students of Indeje. How is Indeje? Okay, that's great, that's great. We are very happy to be here from Capital Markets Authority, and we're very happy to be here from Capital Markets Authority, and the Capital Markets Authority is sits under the Ministry of Finance, and it has several functions. Can I stand there so that it sits under the Ministry of Finance, and it has several functions which I'm going to take you through. Martin Owinyi is my name. I am a practitioner in retirement benefits and capital markets, and we are licensed by Uganda Retirement Benefits Authority in the organization that I run as a corporate trustee, and we're also investment advisors at Capital Markets Authority. My background is in commercial banking and starting the retirement benefits industry here in Uganda. What I'm going to talk about is investing in capital markets. And when you look at capital markets actually started in Uganda in the early 1990s. When I look around the room, I wonder where some of you were at that time. But that's when it started. And what happened is, has anybody here heard of a bank called Greenland Bank? Or read about a bank called Greenland Bank? Okay? Okay, there are some people who have heard about Greenland Bank. Greenland Bank was located where Cairo Bank is located today. And where you see Cairo Bank, that was Greenland Bank Towers. Now, in the early 90s, Greenland Bank made an announcement. And what did they announce? They said, come to floor number 1, room 101, buy Greenland Bank shares. Come and purchase a share, we'll be able to give it to you. And a number of Ugandans got excited and said, I've never, when I own a share, I own a unit of ownership in a company, and it gives me certain benefits. And these people rushed and bought shares. As soon as they had purchased shares, what happens? Greenland Bank collapses. And there was a massive outcry. That time there was no social media. We had newspapers, okay? And people began to say, Bank of Uganda, how can you allow Greenland Bank to sell shares when you knew you're their supervisor, they're about to collapse? And Bank of Uganda says, we're not responsible for buying and selling of shares. There is a government body called Capital Markets Authority that has the legitimate authority to license those who can buy and those who can sell shares. At that time, Capital Markets Authority had not started its activities. But when it did, certain rules came into place. What are some of these rules? I cannot just wake up today and announce that Martin Owiny is selling shares, and if you're a member of the Ugandan public, come and buy shares of Martin Owiny. No. I need a license from Capital Markets Authority. What is that license showing? It's showing no, I'm not about to collapse. Are we together? I'm not about to do what? Collapse. Now, number two, what else does the license show? The license shows that I have the legitimacy to sell shares to the Ugandan public. Now, some of you could have heard of a company called Kilembe Investments. Those of you from Kasese, anybody who has heard about it? We went to Kasese, and what happens, we heard, hey, there's a company here, and they're exporting electricity to Congo. And in fact, when you look from Bwera, and you look at the mountains in Congo, full of electricity, and these people were pushing electricity and promising